What's up, guys? This is part 3 on how to start posting and making money on Facebook, how to market for your company or other companies. So, today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to actually start marketing your guys' business on Facebook with free marketing and paid marketing. The paid marketing is going to be a fourth video because there's a lot more to go in depth. So, today I'm gonna go over the free marketing on how to get organic traffic, how to reach up to 24,000 people per week or even more. This all depends on a number of things. Number one is going to be your content and your content creation. The more content, the more appealing your content is, the more views you're going to get, the more shares you're going to get, and the higher your organic traffic actually reaches. So be serious about the content that you're creating and be serious of how you go about distributing that content out. And today I'm going to talk about 4 main things, and that's going to be live, your post, stories, and groups, and how to use them. Especially to market your business online. So we're gonna get started here, and I'm gonna take you step by step. So right now, you should be seeing your home page. You're gonna see your feed, and you're gonna go to the page that you want to do marketing on, right? Well, first, before that, I want to talk first about groups. So there's a ton of groups on Facebook. If you go here under explore and click on groups, you're gonna see you could go under discover tab and find different kinds of groups that you could join or stuff like this, right? But if you look at some of these groups have a lot of members. Like this one, Nuevo Online Swami, has 84,295 members. So what you want to do is join these groups, especially the ones that have a lot. And if you know how to post in Spanish, also join Spanish groups. Or if you know how to speak another language, find groups of that type of community. If that community that you're joining is the type of person you want to market to and put your product in front of, because the key is to actually put the right image and the right group of text or video or content in front of the right person in order to convert them into a customer. That's your goal here. So you join these things. And some of these groups are gonna have you're gonna have different questions, requirements before you go in. Just answer them honestly. Some of them, if you're trying to reach cities near your city and hit audience groups around different cities, because there are nationwide groups. Some groups are gonna ask you if you pertain to that city. A little word of advice: if you're gonna lie, make the lie a good lie. Look up a residential area in that city and say, yes, you live in the city, and then type in maybe a cross street or 2. That way they have no reason to deny your application. So you're gonna add groups, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna add 10 groups the first day. The next day you're gonna add another 10 and another 10 and another 10 and another 10 as each day goes on. Facebook only allows you to add 10 groups per day, because if you start adding more per day, they're going to cut the function off. They're going to see that you're using this function on their platform that you're using it wrong, and they're gonna block you. They're gonna block you, and they can block you for up to a month, and you don't want that. So you gotta keep smart. Only add 10. You add 10 a day until you compile a list of 50 groups. 50 groups or more. I'm gonna show you how many groups I have. I have a lot of groups. So I have some groups for cars, some groups for books, because I sell used books on my eBay account. I have local swap meets. I have workout, fitness, apparel groups, just a bunch of different groups that I use for a lot of different things. I have over 150 groups, I think. Over 150 groups, and I have compiled these groups into different categories. So some are fitness, some are yard sales or sales online or used stuff sales, exchanges, book and writer groups, car groups, just funny groups. Some are city groups, city politic groups. So there's a lot of different categories that I have them for, and I do this because for different customers I need to hit different areas, like in different cities. Like I have a customer out in Temecula, and I have a bunch of groups in Temecula. Even though I don't live in that city, I have those groups on my page. So when I actually reach out with organic traffic, it gets posted to those groups in Temecula, and people in Temecula actually see those advertisements or those marketing materials that we put out. So so now let's assume you already added your 10 groups, right? You have your 10 groups. You're gonna go to your page. You're gonna go to your page. What you're gonna do on your page, one method I'm gonna show you guys to actually get organic traffic, and I'm gonna show you that this is effective. I just haven't done it with this page. You're gonna go on to these. You could share into groups, right? So what I'm gonna do right here is share this whole collection of supplies. Now this is giving me what's gonna show up. Boom, 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 and it shows you the different things that are gonna show up on the share. And this is actually pretty cool because here's a little like a thumbnail group, right? And let's say I want to start with Riverside, and then you're gonna choose a group. I'm gonna target people in Riverside, and I'm gonna post to buy and sell and trade groups, because I am this page is selling used products at a discounted rate, but everything's tested and stuff like that. So you're gonna write a little something. Just make sure you don't have no grammar mistakes, nothing like that. You want to make it seem good, and then Make sure everything's nice and right. This looks good. Copy. You want to copy these texts once you make the first one, because once you post it, okay, that one didn't let me do it, but since we copied the supplies, we're gonna do it again with another group. See, post. Okay, and it's been sent to admins for things. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this, and you can only do it 10 times a day, because the algorithm will kick you out and stop you from using this function. And I'll show you. I did it twice. I'm gonna show you how this works with another page. So this is another page that I've done some organic marketing for, and I use this technique because the owners didn't want to use paid advertising, which was very, very bad. Internet's glitching out, guys. Okay, so I want to show you this. This was a video that we put together with a local video guy that I got, and he made this video. Put the music, and I want to show you. Put your attention. This reached 2,000 people, 26,000 people. Right, 100% of it was organic. 100% of it was organic. And then here it gives you the statistics, unique viewers, so it's about 10,000 people that seen it. And engagement, the likes, total shares. You see these shares? These shares were actually from me. These shares are the shares that I did into groups. So I did this 95 times, right? In a course of 10 days. 10 days, right? So that's not even that bad. I did it 10 days, about 10 days in a row, and I got these results. 26,087. And then post engagements. And then the great thing is when you do things like this, when you go with your organic, this actually gives you information on the audience and who's viewing it. So when you actually go to use paid advertising, you already have an idea of who you want to target with your paid advertising and what your audience is going to look at. Here it shows that women from the age of 35 to 44 and the women from the age of 25 to 34 were viewing it more, and it gives you how much, 18.6% more than actual men. And the video was about a minute long. Let me see if I could see the metrics for the video. I want to show you how many actual minutes of scene time. Internet's really slow right now. Okay, so here you actually see how many minutes viewed. We're 6,000 minutes viewed in that video, right? And 3-second views. It gives you all the things, right? But you're able to track. You're able to track your data when you share it to groups. So all you have to do is keep doing this. Do this for about 10 days. It's not a lot. 10 days to get 30,000 views on a page, and it's free. It's just doing in the work, and it literally, you could do this on your phone. So once you have the post created, you go on your phone on the Facebook app, and then go to the post that you've been sharing, and click share to group, and then insert the caption or whatever, and then just post it. It takes 5 minutes. Literally takes 5 minutes to do. All you got to do is know how to do it. Once it's set up, literally takes you 5 minutes a day to post to those 10 groups. All right. Another thing I want to talk to you about is the post. Make sure the posts have a picture that catches attention, or if you're showing a product that clearly shows the product, try to have white backgrounds so you can see the features of the product. Have clean pictures of product. And then the two other things I want to talk to you about is stories. Stories are getting bigger and bigger on Facebook, but not just your page's story is important. Putting stories on your page every day is also helpful, because it provides content for people that are following your page to actually look and see what's going on with your business or with the business that you're marketing for. But once you get it down, once you get the stories down, you have a broad audience that are seeing your page. But then you could expand those stories and post stories to groups. A lot of groups have stories now, so you could post stories onto those groups. And not only are you sharing on the group, but you're also posting on the stories. And sometimes stories have more views than the actual post, because a lot of people, they'll click on their stories and watch the stories of other friends, and then the groups that they're in, the stories will pop out and see whatever's going on there. And some stories actually get 4,000, 5,000 views. So if you add 5,000 views, let's be conservative, add 2,000 views per day on stories, because stories only last 24 hours. It's just posting up the stories. You add those 2,000 in a week, let's say 10 days. In 10 days, you got 20,000 views, right? Just from stories. And that's from posting on one group. So I'm posting on one group, and then you're sharing the post, like I showed you, onto groups where you can get the organic traffic. Now you're talking about over 40,000 views. But the thing about stories is you're not limited to post on groups. So you can post to all your groups, right? You don't have to limit yourself to 10 per day, right? And if you do post stories to 10 groups a day, and let's say conservatively you get 1,000 views on each group, talking about 10,000 views in a day, plus whatever you're doing on posts. And I'm gonna admit, some posts get more, some posts get less. That's why it's all about the content. Have videos, find someone that can make videos or create videos or learn how to market videos. Something short, something a minute long. That way people don't have to stare at a screen and try to take in all this information. Some short, sweet, to the point, and share it. Same thing with live. You could go live on groups as well. That's the same thing. Right now, live and stories are growing a lot because it's quicker, it's faster, it's something real, it's something not planned. Whereas your marketing videos, where you make a video and it's a minute long, it's a short commercial and people know it's a commercial. But when you're going live in stories, they feel like it's more authentic, less practice, less scripted, less like they're being sold. and actually being showed behind the scenes of that business or that brand and their process. So those are four things you can do. Make sure your post, the content is legit. Post to groups, add groups that are in your niche. Add 10 per day until you get a high number of groups, either 50 to 100 groups if you're serious about it. And only post a 10 per day stories and live. You can post on those groups that you add. There shouldn't be much of a limit on the stories or on the live, but make sure you take full advantage. If you're marketing for another business, be there, go there, take videos at the business, record yourself talking, whatever, talk about the business, check out the business, record them doing what they do at that business, and just post it. Work. You're gonna have to work. It's gonna be work, but once you get it down, you're only investing about an hour a day, where you could charge a customer $800 per week or $500 per week, depending how much you're doing for them. And if you're creating the content, and the graphic design and setting up their whole page, you'd easily be charging them $500, $600 per week. But you have to bring the numbers, and the numbers never lie, because numbers translate into results, but those results only come from good content and bringing value to your customer. So those are 4 ways to make organic traffic. This next video is gonna be, you're gonna also have to take consideration into what you're selling, or what the objective of the ad is gonna be. So keep you guys posted for the next one. I'll catch y'all later.